Hi y'all, welcome back to the channel. We're coming at you with another Haunted Mansion Brickhead set built by Sky Captain USA. And can I tell you again how in love with these builds? I just want to make sure that you guys understand we did not get paid to do this. This is not a paid advertisement. This is just fans of this mock builder and the work that he's done. He has done outstanding work for this franchise that we love. We are Haunted Mansion fans to the nth degree, and so we are super excited about this. And I am bringing 4 brickheads to you today by Sky Captain. He's Sky Captain USA on Instagram if you want to follow him. But our first brickhead for today is the Caretaker. And the Caretaker was a relatively normal brickhead build. And the coolest thing about this brickhead is his scarf. It is 3-dimensional on both sides and it pops out from the build and it is awesome. I also love that he's got his token shovel in his hand and he's got his dog next to him, just like the Caretaker does. I don't know what it is about the Caretaker, but like he's become one of my favorites in the Haunted Mansion besides Leota, Hatbox Ghost, and Sally Slater. But he's just really cool to me. He stands out in our Haunted Mansion mock. He stands out here. I accidentally ordered the dark tan bricks, so as you see me build these, you're going to see dark tan instead of the tan that it should be. I went ahead and built it with a dark tan. At the end, you'll see what it looks like with the tan bricks, so it does not look so weird in the face. The Caretaker's name is Silas Crump, and he appears to work at night at the Haunted Mansion, and he is one of the only living inhabitants at the mansion, and he has worked there for many, many years. The next character that we are building in this Brickhead set is the Hatbox Ghost, known as Hattie to some of us fans. He has recently made an appearance in the Walt Disney World Haunted Mansion. He was there to begin with, then taken out, but recently brought back due to the popularity of the movie and his story being in there. The cool thing about the Hatbox Ghost is you either see his face on him or his face inside of the hatbox that he holds. The reason for this is his story. According to the movie, his name was Alistair Crump, and he is the ghost that's on a mission to get 1,000 ghosts to release him from his captivity. The 999 happy haunts are there and kept there by him. He took over his father's manor, and he was apparently a really nasty guy, and he had been ousted from the social circle, and so he was killing off people who made him upset. Eventually what happened is his workers revolted against him and they decided to decapitate him, and hence the reason why his head can be on his head or in the hat box. The cool thing about this build is there are 3 different design patterns for the Hatbox Ghost. You can either do a totally blacked out one with the head in the hat box, you can do one with the head in the hat box and not on the brickhead, and then you can do the one that I did, which is the one that the parts were listed for on the Rebrickable website. I did not go into every single design when I was doing Pick-a-Brick, and so I just used the ones that were listed on the Rebrickable website because that was an easy one for me to have all together. This build is a totally solid build. I really like the blue and the green color bricks that were used for this. I also love that the cape was made with parts where you can actually move the tails that are at the top of it so that it can come forward or move backwards and create different looks. The next brickhead that we are building is the Librarian Bust brickhead, and the Librarian Bust is found in the library at Walt Disney World. My understanding is that the library is not in the one in California, but I have never seen that one. As you go through the library, it says, our library is stocked with priceless first editions. Only ghost stories, of course, and a marble bust of the greatest ghost writers in the literary world has ever known. And Sky Captain uses some pretty cool building techniques and internal structures on this build. He did his best to make this long face that this librarian has, and he said that he tried to go with a 3 brick in order to make it even more pronounced, but he ended up with a 4 brick because the 3 brick just didn't look that great. The last Brickhead character, and I saved the best of the 4 for last again, like I did in the first video if you saw it, is Madame Leota. And Madame Leota is my favorite Brickhead next to Sally Slater, and then after that is Hattie or the Caretaker. This really is a great set of 4. What I love about this design is that Madame Leota's head actually floats inside the bowl. It is made with internal structures that allow this Technic bar to hold them in the top and the bottom, so it literally is not supported by this Lego ball that is around her and gives her the idea that she is the floating head that she is in the scene in the ride. She appears in the seance room on the Haunted Mansion ride, and she runs a seance to summon the spirits to materialize, and she repeats a incantation that says, "Horn toads and lizards, fiddles and strum, please answer the roll by beating a drum. Ghost fiends and furies, old friends and new, blow in a horn so we'll know whether it's you. Serpents and spiders, tails of a rat, call in the spirits wherever they're at. Rap on a table, it's time to respond, send us a message from somewhere beyond. Goblins and ghoulies from last Halloween, awaken the spirits with your tambourine. Creepies and crawlies, toads in a pond, let there be music from regions beyond. Wizards and witches, wherever you dwell, give us a hint by ringing a bell." Madame Leota also has a tombstone that's right outside the entrance of the Walt Disney World Haunted Mansion. That is the mansion that I'm familiar with. And you can see her sometimes open her eyes and move her face, and they are often put a rose on top of her grave. I thought it was daily, but there wasn't a rose the last time that I went there. The designer admitted that this is his piece de resistance on this collection. I would agree with you. He said that the most challenging thing was to figure out how to put this head floating in a ball, and he had to play with it. In fact, I had written him and said, "Hey, when are you going to put this out?" And he wrote me back and said, as soon as I test Leota. He wanted to make sure that it worked before he put it out. So I really respect that as a designer. He has a lot of other designs out there, and I would love if you guys would support him if you love this set, because he deserves the credit for it. Each Brickhead, again, cost us somewhere between $10 and $14, maybe $16 for Leota, because I had to get the parts on Rebrickable. And I picked all of our bricks from WeBrick, which made it a little bit less expensive. I am having a hard time telling exactly the cost of it because I bought other parts that we needed for our mill plates and building. And so they're all kind of intermixed together. I also bought the plans to build another mock designer Brickhead that will be coming out in the future. When I reached out to Sky Captain, it was really awesome. He actually offered me a coupon code for the design, but I didn't even use it because the bottom line is I think he deserved all of my money for what he did. I think his designs are top notch. We paid $20 for all 16 Brickheads, and again, there were 3 Hatbox Ghost, 3 maid, and 3 butler plans. So we ended up getting a total of 20 plans for the Brickheads, so they're about $1 a piece. Totally worth it. You know, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. I field the YouTube comments, and sometimes Scott will chime in and answer them with me, but I really have enjoyed conversations. I'm enjoying the likes. So thanks for reaching out. Thanks for the comments on ways that we can improve. Hopefully we are improving. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. If you made it to this part of the video, thanks for being here. Please continue to share, like, subscribe, and comment. We love it all. So, you know, we can continue to make content for you and continue doing what we love on the weekend, which is building Lego, or after work when we need to unwind. So, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.